Good afternoon, everyone. I am doing some work before I have to go ride. I ended up making some of these earrings yesterday in the afternoon. Took my mother out for Mother's Day. So it had all afternoon and night to just kind of sit and then dry. And then this morning when I got up, I sanded them, and I also sanded some of these horses. So I got some of the horses sanded, and I'll be painting them at some point, going back over, and then those are just kind of like, I don't really know if I like them, but I have enough to do the pairs I've made. And I wanted to show you guys, I ended up just buying like a really cheap palette of pastels. I'll probably get nicer pastels once I use up some of these colors. I used to have super nice pigments that were really expensive, and I much preferred pigments over this because it was much more concentrated, but I kind of want to use this up, and it's just a lot of layers. So I want to show you. After I make the first sunrises, I paint a base layer of just yellow acrylic on it. It's just getting the first layer of pastels, and as you can see, it's kind of everywhere. This is the second layer, and then this is the third layer of pastels, and I will spray these with matte finish in between each layer. Granted, these look really vibrant. These are getting somewhere, but once you spray with matte finish, it kind of dulls it. So I usually end up doing, originally the first type I did of these, I did 3 layers. The next type I did 6 layers. So I go for 6 layers and then just kind of see like, what does it look like? How many more layers does it need? But it's definitely a process. I like to do just this nice little yellow up here around this lower part with the sun, and then the first couple areas, and then I take it up with an orange to blend and then try and go a dark red. It definitely takes a little bit longer for the pastels. I do think it's kind of a more gradual, nice look. I wish I could do the acrylic just on the fact that acrylic is so much easier and takes way less time. It's 10:37 right now, and I've been doing this for 2 hours between the base painting, the sanding, and then getting these done. It definitely takes a much longer process because I have to just do everything very slowly. I'm hoping I have all the pieces together. I just need to do the pastel work and paint the horses and then glue things and then finish things. So maybe by tonight or into tomorrow, I'll have made 5 more pairs of earrings, and that will put me almost at 10 pairs of horse earrings, 10 pairs of the heart earrings. I'm gonna hopefully launch my Etsy store on the 1st. Just trying to make kind of the products that I wanna put out, which are these earrings, the heart earrings, and then possibly another earring, depending on how things just kind of keep going. I'm gonna spray these with matte finish. It's 10:38. Probably do another layer and then get something to eat, and then I'll bring my horses in. They're outside right now at 11:30, and then start riding. So I gotta ride everyone today, and yeah, it's gonna be a great day. So I was able to get a few more things done. Just had lunch, and I am going to the barn. I'm gonna put lunch food down in the stalls, put water in night food, grab some of my tack, and then set up the exercise for today. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So I'm gonna put these in the stalls and then dump water on these. Good morning, everyone. We're back today, and I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. And this is the reality of not having a studio per se. You just kind of set up your stuff wherever, so it's very crazy. This is kind of where we're got my pastel stuff, my painting stuff that's drying, my little acrylic earrings that I worked on yesterday, and I'll need to sand over there. They're still kind of just drying still, and then clay and these pieces. And yeah, I don't have a studio or any actual place where I can set things up, so I always kind of like go everywhere and then put stuff down and then have to pack everything up. But yeah, these are some of the earrings that I was working on yesterday, and as you can tell, we're still doing our stages. So these are more of my ones that are a little further along versus these are some of the newer ones. Pastels are definitely a trust the process, and lots and lots and lots of layering. This is the matte finish I'm using. Honestly, I don't really think there's a matte finish that I found that is better or worse. I've used a lot of matte finish in my life because I used to only do pastels, but I don't really think there's one that's objectively like you need to buy. I also have some more earrings. I've been playing around with both polymer clay that has that color or whatever, the chip and bake, and then air dry clay. They're both very different. The more I work with them, I think both of them have their pros and cons. So I can't quite tell you which one I would recommend. end. But yeah, I made these really cute frog ones. I'm gonna paint probably today. They're still just a little hot, but I guess that doesn't bother me. And then I made these little flower ones out of some of my old clay from the other ones, and then these cute little moon ones that they do have a counterpart, but I don't think I'm gonna do the counterpart. I think for today I'm just gonna do this and then paint the flowers. Hey everyone, it is Thursday and wanted to give a quick update because I realized so much is going on with TikTok, and I use TikTok so much, so I really need to get on top of trying to do YouTube. So it is about 9:10. I'm finishing up for the night. I'm just playing around and looking at some things. I got this really cheap kind of drill thing off of Amazon, and I'm hoping that since I'm still doing the air dry clay alongside the polymer baked clay, that this will greatly reduce the time I have to sand these and hopefully get more into the finer details. I was doing a lot of my sanding by hand, but something like this I think would definitely benefit from more of a smooth edge thing to help. Made a good deal of earrings today. I made probably in total, I bagged 10 and then baked a few more off when I was having dinner. So I will show you guys very quickly. I made these tonight, and it's really hard to see on the camera, but they are kind of like a golden purple pink type thing, and I'm just working on sealing them. And this is some of the leftover clay I used to make some of these smaller flowers, which I will sell as studs probably. I kind of like this color actually. I'm trying a different varnish too. I'm usually been using matte. This is glossy, different brand as well, so it's really shimmery, and then I paint accents in between to make things pop a little more. But yeah, I have a lot of earrings that I need to work on. One part of my bin of things that need to be prepped and painted, these are the ones I made tonight. I need to paint and accent them between. These are some old ones that I baked off and they had bubbles, so I'm still planning on making them into earrings. I'm probably just gonna sell them at a discounted price. Some moons I baked off and I need to paint these. And then these are a lot of my air dry clay that I said I made, and I need to sand, prep them, and then start painting. I have about, I think, 5 more pairs of my horse earrings downstairs. I need to do probably, I'm gonna guesstimate 2 to 3 more layers of pastel. So I definitely want to do that tomorrow, and then I can start gluing everything together and bagging them up and getting that out of my area downstairs and freeing up some space. And I'm wanting tomorrow and then maybe the next day to kind of finish things up before I start making more, because I keep making more and more and more but then I keep having all this extra stuff that needs to be addressed or baked or prepped, and I'm just not doing it. Box right here contains all of my earrings that I've already made. I'm hoping to launch my website the 1st of June. So I made these really cute moon earrings. I definitely want to make more like this. This is the only one I have, but I really like it. And then, like I said, I made some of these blue earrings in different styles. There's some others. Yeah. All these different styles, made that. These are my heart earrings. These were the original ones I made. Got these little frog earrings. Made a few pairs of those. These are my sun rising earrings. That's what I'm making a few more of. And yeah, so I have all of this done. I've made this pretty much over a week and a half, I think. And I'll get these finished in the morning and work on these. We'll hopefully have over 20 pairs of earrings for my first launch, which I think is pretty good considering I'm very new to this and still figuring this all out. And hopefully I have things that sell and it can kind of help me recoup some of my crazy expensive, but if not, then I will just have a lot of earrings. And the sad thing is I can't even wear earrings. The backings for some other things. Like I said, I don't really have a studio. I just have essentially a desk that is super dirty, and I kind of have all these boxes and I push everything beneath the desk. And then my dining room table, I will also take like a portion of it and then put my stuff, because in the mornings I'm downstairs, and then in the afternoon once my horses are inside and I'm kind of done, I'm upstairs and then back downstairs. Back downstairs and then back upstairs. I got pin backs too because I have some ornate things that I would really like to, like I got these little turtles. I think they're too big for earrings, but I think if I did them as pins and then hand painted them, I think that could turn out really nice. That'll be on the agenda at some point, especially now that I have the backings for it. And as of right now, I'm not planning to do any of these like UV resin type things. I see a lot of people do them. I'm not doing it. I don't really have the space for it. And to be 100% frank and honest, I am not a very careful person. Like literally, I was shaking this bottle and it had the safety thing on it and it flew off and I got it like all over me. I honestly didn't care. Like I wiped it off my clothing a little bit, but it's like hardened on my clothing. But I'm just like, I don't have enough self-preservation to use the UV resin, considering the fact that I don't have enough self-preservation, like just in general. So I'm going to wash my brushes out because I accidentally used both of these in the varnish, and I've really learned that varnish destroys your brushes, and I really like these two brushes. I got this new brush, which I also need to clean, really thin, and this new brush today, which is another thin one, and then I got this new one, which is a little bit more blunted, because when I'm doing earrings with all these tiny little, really tiny areas, a lot of the paintbrushes I had were just too thick and it's a lot of cleanup time, so I got those in hopes that I could take down some of the cleanup time. And I also just wanted nicer painting brushes. I paint so much, like I see a lot of people make earrings and then they never paint anything, which is totally fine, but I think my style is I'll just even like bake earrings off white and then paint the base coats and paint everything on. My turtles I baked off green, but then I didn't like them, so then I repainted everything. Or not my turtles, my frogs are baked off a completely different color green, and then I went back and basically repainted everything. So I definitely paint my earrings a ton, which I guess that will either come back to haunt me, or I guess it just depends on what type of look you enjoy. Good morning, it is Friday and I'm doing a few things. It's a little bit of a, I don't know, iffy day for me. I think my energy is a little lower than normal and I don't really know why. I'm getting things done though. I just finished putting the studs onto these earrings. I decided to do gold. I was thinking if I do more of these like styles of pink earrings in this color, I might see if I can buy like rose gold or like rose gold studs, because I think that might look a little better than gold, but I kind of wanted to go with what I have. So yep, I got all these earrings done. I will show you to like, you know, flip them over with the backings and stuff. But yeah, we got them done. And yeah, I ended up liking the color. It's weird to see it on my thing, but it's like a pink gold, and then I painted it. So got that done, and this is my current look right here. Kind of a mess. Like I said, this is my basically spot if I'm downstairs, and then this is all my this is all pieces of polymer clay that I made that I need to clean up and reshape and then kind of decide what I want to do with. These are some that I had made a little bit ago, and I was gonna make more of my rearing horse type situation, so still gonna do that, but I might actually do ear dry horses. I don't know, the polymer clay horses turned out a little bit different than I wanted. These were how it turned out here, so not bad, but I wanted to give a different look to these. So my goal is I'm gonna finish all these sunsets up. I think pretty much everyone just needs one more coat, maybe 2 more coats of pastels. I got already some of these little horses made up and everything and painted, so I'll go back over, see if I need to touch anything up, glue them on, and then finish this. I'm trying to finish things before I go do more. Let's take our very trusty dandy pastels. Put them over here. We are gonna go to work. But yeah, I think a majority of these need like one. There's these ones need, like that one needs another. Planning on taking tomorrow off and just doing like a lot of artwork because I usually ride my horses 6 days a week. So I usually ride them 3 days and break, 3 days and break. So I was hoping tomorrow I would take off, but it seems that I'm gonna have to do some riding tomorrow. So it's fine. Some days I do like to have a break. Doesn't always happen how I would like. So I'm gonna start working on pasteling these and then I will get them all sprayed and then hopefully finish up. It's 9:30, so I have 2 hours to do it. I should be good. Y'all are gonna have to bear with me because I'm literally recording this on my phone. I don't have a fancy like camera that looks down over my shoulders. Like, this is what we have. Here are the steps that I like to do when I do my pastels. I usually use Q-tips. I used to do pastels a lot with my X-Acto knife and I would grade my pastel and then use a simple brush like one of these, which is really fine when I was doing my model horses because when you pastel those, it's like 50 plus layers. You're really going for like a very subtle type thing, but because these are earrings and I really want color to pop, I don't want to go for subtle, nor do I really want to spend hours upon hours doing layers. It already takes me long enough doing 6 layers, so I definitely don't want to go too crazy. So I start with my red, and the reason is because I do my pastels on this thing and it's very red, and underneath it is really red too. So I used to like start on the front and then put it down, and then it would get all red on it. So I start with the red. I take just Q-tips and I just take it and go in circular motions, and I'm doing red on my backs, my sides, and underneath. And then once that's done, then I can, if I want, place it down if I feel like it. And then I start with red first up top. Honestly, you could probably go very gingerly with your pastels. I don't. And then I'll take my orange and go between the layers. And I really like my yellow to pop. So I do yellow last, and this is kind of like a neon-ish yellow, and I do the base of my sun and then the lower parts and then give it a blow. So whenever you start your pastels, they're gonna look pretty muted. That's how I can tell what I've done and what I haven't done in terms of when I'm going through a line. When I was first kind of figuring out my ideas, because I had never done them before, I would just do like 4 at a time. Pretty easy. This particular day that I was doing all this air dry stuff, I decided why not do a ton of them. I think I was trying to shoot for having like almost 10 when I opened my shop. And so I just like prepped a lot because air dry clay, I mean, it's a blessing and a curse. Like, I hate the wait time. It's a lot more prep to me too than oven baked clay because it never cuts as nicely unless someone knows a secret, and I really do not like to put water on it. I know people, like, I see people who are like, oh, if you use water, blah 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 blah, but I don't like it. I would rather smooth it out a little bit and then sand it. I don't know what it is with the water. It makes it too sticky to me. I'm just gonna work through these and then I'll fast forward this when I edit. All right, it is 10:58. I got these guys done. So I got 4 more of the horses. I'm right now just doing the varnish on them. I typically would do matte, but I'm gonna use the glossy because I think it looks a little better. So yeah, I'm still doing these bottle guides. I'm gonna let them dry, and then later today I will come back in and do another coat. And then I still have these 2, but I just really didn't feel like doing 5 pairs right now. But all in all, a pretty good morning. I did accidentally spill my gloss all over my table and myself. It's some lunch because it's almost 11 and I bring my horses in at 11:30, and then I will ride everyone. Kind of want to get everything I've made so far, so I'll have to do those ones in the back later today. I want to get everything that I've made so far done. It is taking me everything in my power to force myself to do this. I'm actually so behind on work. I really do need tomorrow off. It would be great if the person called and canceled. It really would be. I need like a day or 2 to get caught up. So I got, look at this, a gummy bear. I mean, I've been waiting for this forever. And then I got these 2 horse head pieces. And I mean, like, I've been waiting for this. I have been wanting this for so... It is literally taking me everything in my power to not make more. But I have all of these that I need to start working on. So I'm gonna try and do that. I got this really cheap. It's like really cheap off of Amazon, and it came with all of these pieces, all this. So I'm gonna work on it. I played around with it and it sands fast. I mean, if it sands as good as it's sanding, it's taking like so much of the ache away. Even if it gets like so much of the bulk, and then maybe I just come in and smooth some things. With this one, it's good, but it was really kicking up a lot of dust. So I'm whipping out the old like quarantine mask. Let me flip it on the filter. There we go. Oh my god. And then I was like, well, I can wear my glasses if I need to, and that way I won't get hit. Oh my gosh, no, this is fogging up. Oh, it's a lot of power. Okay, we're gonna try this. I mean, I'm actually impressed. Wow, I mean, look at those edges. I'm gonna see how much more of it I can clean up, but I still probably will use my normal, like, for some of these details because I'm a little scared. It can get quite powerful. Right now, it's a little quiet, but just wait. Okay, I think this is pretty good. I'm shocked. I might do some touch-ups tomorrow, but I want to get a... God, it gets so strong sometimes. The lowest setting for me, but I want to like get the bulk. I would have been done with all this, but I went out to eat. It was done really early, but then family wanted to go to an ice cream place, and I was like, okay. And they thought this place was open. It wasn't. So we went to this other place, which was all right. I mean, it wasn't anything to write home about. So that kind of put us a little later than I originally thought. Then had to come home, take care of my barn. It also took a little later. Look at that. Wow. I'm about to get on these frogs. This is where it could go very wrong. So there we go. I made a little frog. Took a little chunk out of it. Still gonna come back in. Just these like really tiny. The lowest setting. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You gotta be careful. pretty much prepped. Back is all smooth. I mean, it's definitely helping. I definitely want to do these tiny little cracks with this because it's way too strong. So I'm gonna do all of these, and it's 8:44. Oh my gosh, it's 8:44. Don't think I'll get everything done, but all right guys, good morning. It is Saturday. I'm feeling a little bit more normal, I guess, now. We'll see as the day progresses. It's about 9 o'clock. I have a few emails I need to answer. One of them is from a designer, so I need to get back with that one and check in with how these stickers and acrylic keychains are processing, and then hopefully at some point also get chapter 9 of my novel done. I'm gonna probably paint the base coat on the earrings that I prepped last night, and then if I can get these done, then hopefully I will start making some more. I did get a majority of these earrings done. I used a gloss varnish on them, which I definitely think made them look much better. I've been using matte, so I will sell a few of them with the matte varnish that I did before, and then these ones will be gloss, and then I have to figure out if I'm gonna do anything with these back ones. And I have one more pair of these earrings that I need to finish up. I didn't really like how one of the horses turned out, so I think I just need to make some more of the horses, and then I'll finish that up. And like I said, I should have about 10 horse earrings like that, and I'm not gonna make more after. I'm gonna try and focus on making a little bit more variety. I really wanted to take pictures today so I could pack this type stuff up and then the earrings I made the other day, but it's a pretty cloudy, gloomy day, and I prefer to take it when the sun is out, so I'm not 100% certain if I'll be taking product photos. I also last night decided, this might be a little premature, I decided to apply to a festival in August. I highly doubt I will get in, but I figured why not? I mean, it was free to submit, and then I think if I got chosen, it would be like $200 to table. By then, I will have a lot of time. I'll be able to really like focus on things, and I'll have my charms and my stickers, all that type of stuff done. Hopefully also looking into the shirt aspect, I'll have that done too, and then maybe I'll have a book to bring. So I don't know. We'll see if I even get in. All right, good afternoon. It is Saturday. I always laugh. I always see people on these like artist vlogs, and they're always so put together, and I'm just not that type of person. I literally just took a shower. I mean, look at my hair. I was able to do a few things. It's so funny because I felt like I did so much less than I typically do, but I've basically worked all day, so I don't know. I made these two, made a matching pair here, and I did it more with a metallic sheen on the base coat, so overall this is a very glossy, shiny pair of earrings. My original ones I made in a similar color were not glossy on the base, so I like that. I also made basically like the same colors because I had to make so much, so I did the same colors, and the little circle part is a lighter color yellow than the outside gold, so I made a pair of that. Painted a whole bunch of frogs, but the frogs are really making me upset. I painted pretty much everything besides the heart. It's kind of like one of my things I wanted to do. I wanted to finish up all the earrings, and I did. I made 2 pair of earrings, but I don't know, the timing just felt so weird. Alright, it took me about 30 minutes to edit the video, and I just finished uploading it everywhere that I needed to upload it. I put all of the earring things that I needed to put on, and then I will probably put them on backs maybe tonight probably. I'm just gonna wait. I did a little extra glue, so I'm going to wait for it to dry and make certain that all of the earrings are secure. I'm probably gonna try and make something. I guess I will roll. The decision is always, do I roll out air dry clay or do I roll out polymer clay? Looks like a bomb went off, and it's because of my cornstarch. I also look like I might be doing some things up here. My thing just broke. I went ahead and made a few more new earrings. Oh, This man needs to be pushed down and shaped a little bit more, but I wanted to show what I made. I tried some different colors out today. I used the sage, this light blue, which I'm a sucker for any blues, and then this purple accent, which I never thought I would use, but you can see it has like a little shine to it, and I never thought I would use it. I've used almost the whole thing and I just bought it. I actually kind of like how these colors worked together, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go downstairs and then work on smoothing all of this out and then bake this all tonight. It is 8:20. I did bake my things off. I told myself I wasn't allowed to bake anything until I finished all my frogs, but they were just really making my eye twitch. Baked everything off. Everyone came out looking pretty good. It's taken me a little bit to get used to baking things because the first couple ones I did had a ton of bubbles. Now we are pretty good. I don't get too bubbly, so I made a lot of these because I kind of like how this is sitting better, but I made these type of designs, all different colors. Yep. Now the next step is figuring out what I'm gonna accent this with. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to accent the little ones. These will also be studs, but I don't know if I can accent these because this time around I really tried to sculpt them really close. Probably start painting accent on pieces. First one with this purple outline and don't hate it, so I'm gonna work my way through these. Alrighty, good morning everyone. It is Sunday. I'm just checking my ring. We got a good deal of rain last night actually, which I am happy about since it hasn't rained for so long. The little wet spot back there, but I'm gonna still plan on riding and just do a nice light flat on everyone. I was able to complete a few more earrings this morning, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, kind of like a studio weekly vlog type of thing. If you did, please subscribe, like, comment. You guys know the drill. It's what everyone asked for, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.